Good morning, Year 5. This is all a little bit strange. This is how we're going to do our maths lesson today. We're going to try and make it as fun as possible. Keep an eye out for those emojis, you know how much I like to use those. So we're going to do multiplying by 2 digits and 1 digit. We did cover this on the Monday. Now we're going to have a recap of it just so we are 100% on how to do this written method. So here I have 13 times 4, 25 times 6, and 45 times 8. I'd like you to have a go at these questions using that written method that I showed you last week and see what answer you get from these questions. We're going to go through them on the next slide, but if you pause the video where we are now, have a go at them, and then I will show you how to do it on the next slide. Okay. So here we have those 3 questions set out in the correct written method, okay? We must make sure we set it out like this because it just makes it easier for our working out. It is a bit harder on a computer, I must admit, but we always have problems with the board, so it's not something that I'm quite used to. So here we have 4 times 3. So what is 4 times 3? And normally I'd have people with hands up, but I don't have anybody today, which is all a bit strange. So 4 times 3 is 12. So my 2 goes in the units, and I carry the 1 into my tens. Then I do 4 times 1, which is 4, but I must make sure that I add this extra number here, which will give me 5. So I have 52. Here I have 6 times 5, so 6 times 5 is 30. So my 0 goes here, and I carry the 3 into my tens. Then I have 2 times 6, or 6 times 2, works both ways, is 12, but I again must make sure that I add my 3, so that will give me 15. And as I've just said, we carry our next number, but because I don't have anything in this column here, I can add it straight away into that column. So that makes 150. Then I have 8 times 5. So 8 times 5 is 40. So we've got the 0. And again, I carry the 4 into the tens column. Then I have 8 times 4, or 4 times 8, whichever way you find easiest, which is 32. And I must again make sure that I add that number at the bottom. It's crucially important that I remember that. So it gives me 36, and I then carry my 3 into the hundreds column, giving me 360. If you got those ones right, make sure you let me know on Dojo when you send me your work in. Here we have a little problem. Now we're going to prove that this calculation is wrong. So the reason this calculation is wrong is because there are some misplaced numbers. So let's go through our method and see if we can see what they've done wrong. So 5 times 1. 5 times 1 is 5. And then we have 6 times 5, or 5 times 6. Again, it doesn't matter which way around you do it, but whichever way you find easiest is fine by me, which is 30. Now I carry the 0 first, so I've got my 0 because that's the units of the number, and I carry my 3. I've got nothing in this column, so I can put my 3 on straight away. Now the difference between our working out and this working out here is that they put the wrong number in the tens column. They put the 3 in the tens column when they should have put the 0, because the 0 is the first number in the number, and then we carry the 3 along because it moves on to the next column. So they have just put the wrong number here. Instead, they should have put the 0. Now, normally we have our AFLs, and it's a little bit tricky to do that, and I also wanted to make it a little bit more fun. So, if you are feeling a little bit confused still, or you need a little bit more work, you need to complete the tasks that are on this slide that says, I'm lost, okay? Do not worry, because I know you will definitely get there. Like I always say, you've just got to try your best. If you think, yes, Miss Bonnet, I have completely got this, I know how to do it, you are going to complete the tasks that are on this slide. So you look for this emoji and you complete the tasks on that slide. Once you've done those ones on that slide, you are going to move on to this one. Now this emoji represents what our blue mastery one normally looks like, and there is also an extension on that page as well. Okay, I'm just going to show you, seeing as this is our first maths video, I'm going to show you what it should look like. So when you go onto the slide, you will see. You can pause this video so you can see every single question and have a go at these questions on the slide that you are doing. Okay? You can always go back to a slide if you think, yes, I can do these questions, but you're struggling a little bit. You can always go backwards in the video and have a go at these ones as well. But just make sure you let me know when you do that submission on Dojo. And then here are the mastery questions, okay? Again, it's asking you to explain your answers, so I should be seeing those STEM sentences, okay? Proving that this could be right or wrong, or true or false. I must see those explanations. Now, if you have a go at this mastery extension, I'll be very impressed. And if you do have a go at that, and you're feeling it's a bit too hard, you'll still get dojos, so don't worry. And I'll let Miss P know to make sure she gives you some dojos as well. Okay? And that is our maths for today.